everyone, welcome back to Hands-On Games, and in today's episode we are going to take a look at Hockey Blast by Play.com, developed by Keith Avalone, and it's a pro hockey sports simulation game. So this is a game for one or two players. For those of you that have ordered Play.com games before, I should point out that this does come in one of Keith's new box if you buy it now. So much sturdier, regular-ish game box. So very cool, nice upgrade to previous components. Anyway, hockey simulation game for 1 to 2 players. It's like Keith's other games from Play.com, History Maker Baseball, Second Season Football, and like 8 other games. They're simulations. They're not typical board games. They are like the old school sports simulations like Stratomatic, etc. So these are games for folks who like to match up current teams, old teams, fictional teams on their tabletop, roll the dice, and see the action unfold in front of them. And there's also some components that would work good for 2 players to add a little bit more strategy to it. But for the most part, people like me and others who play these games are typically either watching as a spectator and making the appropriate decisions for both teams, which is what you're going to see today, or maybe they're taking one team through a tournament or season and finding a way to, in a fair way, coach their team and again, just watch the action unfold on their tabletop. So that is what Hockey Blast is all about. So what I'm going to show today is I want to give you guys an idea of just how the game plays. You'll see the components. You'll see me rolling the dice and moving the game along. But also, interesting thing about Hockey Blast is that the user community has come up with a variety of ways to actually take care of the action on the table. In hockey, you have line changes, so that means in the game you're going to be shuffling through your player cards throughout the game. And some people have come up with different ways to do so. I've published a couple boards you can print out that enable some of that. But you'll see that in the video. So I'll play 3 periods. I'll play a full game, and each of those periods I'll play the game a little bit different on the tabletop, so you get a chance to see that. All right, so let's get to it. Okay, everyone, so this is what Hockey Blast looks like on your tabletop out of the box. This is the game board that you get with the game. These are the player cards that you see on the board that I've already got laid out in their various lines and defensive pairs. You get a pair of dice. Now, you do get black and white dice. I'm using bigger ones for this video, but you get a pair of the smaller black and white dice. You get generic score sheets. Hold on. Let me see if I have one here. You get score sheets that look just like that to track the action every minute of the game and tally the totals at the top. For this game, I'm going to be using just a slightly modified version that I created for myself that just makes it easier for me to track the action the way I like to do it. And finally, where all the action happens, the game book. It's printed on heavy cardstock, nice spiral bound, and it's multiple pages long. This is the layout you'll use during normal minutes. Then you have another layout for power minutes. When there's a power play, then empty net minutes. You have more pages for unusual penalties, penalties and fights, player injuries, equipment problems, behavior issues, odd goals, rare results, and optional charts that we will not be using in this video. So gameplay is quite simple, as you'll see, but let me just show you a couple cards to start with. Let's take a look at Mario Lemieux's cards. It has a lot of the ratings on it that we can use as an example. Let's get that to come into focus. All right, so this is Mario Lemieux's player card. You'll see at the top he has shot and assist ratings. The more stars you have on a card for a player for those ratings, the better. Sorry about that. So more stars is a better chance of having a successful shot on goal. You have his position, the team he's with. He is with the all-time Pittsburgh Crew. They are facing the all-time Philadelphia crew today. You see ratings for speed, skill, power, smart, and star. Those aren't ratings. Those are simply qualities that this player has. Of the 6 possible qualities, hit being the 6th that you don't see on his card, Mario has 5 of them. Those come into play during various checks during the game. I don't mean a hockey check, I mean a game book check. And then you see symbols. You see a triangle, you see a circle with a star in the middle, and a solid circle. The triangle is for creating offensive opportunities in normal minutes. The circle with the star is for creating play opportunities during a power play, and the solid circle is he's adept at helping kill penalties as well. Down below, you see face-off rating, fight rating, injury rating, and penalty ratings. If we have fights or penalties, I'll bring those into play later. Hopefully, we won't have to check on his injuries. And face-off, 58's pretty good, although he's facing Bobby Clark in this game, who's got a face-off rating of 60, so again, higher is better there. So that's what a card looks like, and this is what we'll be referencing as we play the game. I recommend that people also go to the play.com website for more information about the specifics of gameplay. If you need more information or want to see more close-ups of the cards themselves, because during this video, it's pretty much going to be the static cam overview of the game action. It's just the way I produce my videos. It's easier for me. So we are set to go. If you have questions during this video, please please make note of them and add them to the comments down below. I'll try to answer what I can. But what I'd like to do is just roll through the game, sort of just talking out loud at the pace I usually play, to give people an idea of just how things work. And if I think something needs explanation, I'll call it out as I go. And I'll probably be explaining things out loud as I play them. So understand that the pace you see me play this game at is probably going to be a little bit slower for those of you worried about game time, because I'm talking through this. Obviously, your experience on your tabletop will probably be quicker since you're not making a video while you're playing. So the game also comes with a number of these markers to keep track of things during the game. I added a couple. I added a cool hockey puck marker to track possession that I stole from another game, and I use these pawns here for tracking momentum and what's referred to as submission. And we'll get to that. We'll get to that later, I'm sure. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to roll on the face-off chart. And we get a 7. It's a face-off won by the high face-off team followed by a lull. Okay, so I guess I should explain lull. So in Hockey Blast, we are not playing out every single minute on the ice. We are simply looking at the snapshot of what happens each minute. Meaning you're not going to be passing the puck, from player to player, setting up shots and that sort of thing. Instead, this book is going to take us through the highlights, and the crux of Hockey Blast is you're trying to get the teams to create play opportunities, shots on goal, in which case you're going to roll the dice to see if the shot is on net and if the goalie saves it or not. That's where most of the time will be spent. However, to keep the game moving along, the game has a concept of lulls, which we just rolled. And when you get a lull, you're basically going to mark off 3 minutes of time where nothing of importance happened during the game. So just so you can see what I did on my score sheet, LLL. So the first 3 minutes of the game are done already. Nothing important happened. All the teams cycled through all their lines, and we're back to the same exact lines that are on the board now. And we're in the 4th minute of play, and we're going to have another face-off. And we'll go ahead and put the puck there to represent that. We rolled a 9. Home team wins face-off, gets an immediate play. Okay, so Philadelphia, the home team, gets an immediate play. By the way, I should mention the lines for Philadelphia. The first line here in first defensive pair, the first line is Bill Barber, Mark Recchi, and Bobby Clark. The defensive pair is Howe and Daly. And over on the Penguins, we've got Lemieux, Mullen, and Yager, with the defensive pairing of Carlisle and Murphy. So we rolled a 9. Philadelphia won the faceoff. They get an immediate play, so we're going to roll on the play chart. This is basically them setting up and taking a shot. We rolled a 10. It says 04, 01, 02. The players in position 04 and 01 are going to use their assist ratings, 04 and 01, and 02 is actually going to take the shot. So we have an assist rating of 1 for Mark Howe, 1 for Bill Barber, and Bobby Clark's taking the shot, which is a 1. So that's a total of 3. So if you can see the cards, if you're wondering why we didn't also use the stars, we're not counting the stars that are hollow, it's because those are only used when a team has momentum, and no one has momentum right now, so you just use the black stars. So what it means is they have to roll a 3, a 1, 2, or 3 on the black die in order to put the shot on net with a chance to score, and then the white die is going to be a check against the goalie rating. The goalie in this case is Tom Barrasso. And Barrasso's card, let me get it in view, shows a play save rating of 3. Shot saves are for rebounds, and spectacular saves are spectacular saves. Again, you see the hollow stars, the white stars, that can only be used when a team has momentum. So, what this card is telling you on the white die, in order for Tom to make the save, the white die has to be a 1, 2, or 3. So let's see what happens. So the shot die is a 5. You know that's an immediate miss because it's outside of the range of the 1 plus 2 for the assist plus 3 for the shot. So he missed, and you go to the goalie save chart, smothered it, goalie freezes puck, change lines, advance time, face off. So you just mark the score sheet that the Flyers missed a shot. We're going to have a face off, clear the tokens that we're using to track the action, and you're going to cycle through the lines and have another face-off. So when you're playing the game this way, it's a matter of picking up each stack, which sometimes can be a little cumbersome, and flipping each card. So you have to do this for all 10 stacks. And while I'm doing this, so this is the part of the game that that a number of people, including myself, find a little bit time-consuming and cumbersome. It's a little bit harder because the way I have my table arranged for the video portion, I have to sort of reach a little bit farther, so you can see things. I'm not making it look clumsy on purpose, but these cards are kind of small and can be a little bit unwieldy when you're trying to pick up that bottom one. They tend to get bent a little bit, and this takes about this takes anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute to get all the cards shuffled for the next line. And I should also mention, for this first period at least, I'm not going to be using any special strategy or any special line change rules to ensure that the right lines come out at the right time, or not worry about the matchups. I'm just going to go ahead and cycle as the rules dictate, and if I happen to end up with a bad line out at the wrong time, so be it. So next face-off. It's a 7. That is, again, a lull. So in this case, the Flyers won the face-off, but we have 3 lull minutes, and we have another face-off. 6, the visitor wins the face-off. So Pittsburgh wins the face-off, and now we're going to roll on this normal minutes page. We roll a 6, which is a zoom. So it's a close-up camera shot of a one-on-one player matchup. Now that's when this game board layout actually works pretty well, because what we're looking at is the offensive number 5 player, which is this guy, and defense number 1, which is this guy. So basically it's a one-on-one, the camera's zooming in, we've got Letang and Kerr in a one-on-one matchup, and we're gonna roll a die and find out which quality we're checking for. And it's speed. So we check Kerr's card. He does not have the speed quality. Letang does. Because he has the quality, he wins the one-on-one matchup here, and because they have the puck, that is going to be a scoring opportunity or a play opportunity for Pittsburgh. So we're going to roll on the play chart. We get a 10. It's a 4-1-2 again. So Samuelson to Malkin, and the shot's being taken by Stevens. So it is 0 assist for Samuelson, 2 for Malkin, and 1 shot star. So again, it's a 3, and Perrant's play save rating is also a 3. The black die is a 3 or lower, so that's good. And the white die is outside of Perront's save range, so that means it's a possible goal. So you go to the goal chart, and you look at a total of 5. Blistering shot. He scores! So Kevin Stevens opens up the scoring in the 8th minute. And the Pittsburgh Penguins take a 1-0 lead. I should point out, while I'm doing the line change here, that I've matched up these two teams twice before this week. So this is the 3rd game of a 7-game series. And Pittsburgh has gone down twice. They've gone down 4-1 in the first game and 3-0 in the second game. So it's been all Philadelphia in this series. And those first 2 games were in Pittsburgh. And now that we've moved back to Philadelphia, I'm sort of getting the feeling that maybe we have a home ice disadvantage in play here. As I cycle through all the lines. Now, in a game where you have lots of lulls, all this card cycling isn't as big of a deal because you're not doing it as much. But wait till the 2nd and 3rd period so you see some different ways that you can actually make this part of the game play a little bit differently. Okay, so it's 1-0 Pittsburgh, going to the 9th minute, face-off. And now, by the way, I should note that Pittsburgh, because they scored a goal, they now have momentum, and that's what that red pawn is going to remind me of. We roll a 4. High face-off player wins the face-off. Right now we've got Ron Francis with a 59, Brindamore with a 60. So, Flyers win the face-off. They roll on the normal minutes chart. It's a penalty event. All right, so we're going to flip to the penalty page, and we are going to first roll to see who the penalty may be on. And we roll an 8, which says 0-1. So the offensive player 1 is John LeClair. What you do, though, is you don't automatically say the penalty is on John LeClair. You look at the player opposite him on the ice and find out if the other player's penalty rating is higher, which it is. So the penalty is not on John LeClair. It's actually on Darius Kasparaitis. So we're going to roll again and see what the possible penalty is. We roll an 8, and it says, does he have a penalty of 0? The answer is no. Otherwise, he would have had no penalty. So he gets a minor penalty. So there's a 2-minute minor on Pittsburgh. So we're going to have a face-off again. Kasparaitis is going to go ahead and serve his minor. And again, we just are going to cycle through, though, our lines and get ready for the next face-off. And momentum is now lost by Pittsburgh with that penalty. And Philadelphia gets temporary momentum because they're on a power play. So they haven't won permanent momentum for the period, but they get it for just the next 2 minutes. And what I do is, because Pittsburgh is on the power play, they've got someone off the ice. So I'm going to take Pronovost off the ice. So it's just Straka, Bullard, Murphy, and Carlisle are out on the penalty kill. And we've got Leach, Tocchet, Poulin, Howe, and Daly out on the power play line. Again, this is for the Hockey Blast veterans out there. I know that this would be a perfect time to cycle through again, get to my first line, or bring in a special, shuffle the cards around for a special power play line. What I'm trying to do is show people that have never played a hockey game or played this game that that's not important, and then you can play just according to the rules and not worry about that. Okay, so we're going to flip the game book back to the Power Minutes page, and we will have our face-off. Let me just note over here on the sheet that the home team is going to have a power play for the next 2 minutes. And they roll a 10. A 10 is a turnover, so the offensive team, man advantage or shorthanded, loses possession of the puck. No, oops, sorry, we're on the face-off. 10, man advantage team wins the face-off. So, Flyers get the face-off. Roll on the play chart. They roll a 6. It's a zoom. It's a one-on-one again. So we're going to look at 5 versus 1. It's Carlisle versus Leach on what quality? The skill quality. Leach has it. Carlisle has it. In this case, the team with momentum wins the tie, which is the Flyers. So the Flyers are going to get a play opportunity. Rolling the dice on the play chart, we roll a 7. That takes us to the secondary chart. And we roll a 6, which says 5, 3, 4. So assists by Daly and Poulin, and shot taken by Mark Howe. So 1 plus 0 plus 1 is 2. So the black die needs to be a 2 for them to have a possibility of scoring. They do not get it. It's a save. It reads, goalie kicks it wide, the puck is loose, 0-1 gets the rebound, he shoots. So here's our first rebound. So we can take these off now, but Leach gets the rebound. And he's going to get a chance to shoot. What's cool with the rebounds is you add 1. For each rebound, you're going to add 1 star to their shot rating. His shot rating is a 2 since they have momentum, which means his shot rating is a 3 for this rebound shot against Barrasso's shot save rating, which is a 3. He misses, so we go to the save chart. 11, goalie knocks it down, makes pass through the seam, breakaway play, re-roll on play chart. Okay, what's happened is Barrasso makes the save, passes it ahead to the shorthanded Pittsburgh team, and Pittsburgh now gets a chance in this first minute of the power play to score a shorthanded goal. They roll a 7, which takes them to the secondary chart. And they roll another 7, which is 3, 4, 5. Now, how this works is, if it had been the penalty player, they just wouldn't add their stars to it, but it didn't affect them. So 3, 4, 5 is a 1, 2, 0, so just a 2. So they need a black 2. They don't get it. They get a 10. Snared with the glove hand, the goalie controls puck. We change the lines, advance the clock, and goalie's team begins new possession. All right, so the first minute of the power play is uneventful. The Flyers are going to get the puck, but we're going to have a line change. They still retain momentum. We're still in the power play. So I'm just going to mark that each team had a missed shot there. And we move on to the second minute of power play as the teams cycle their defensive pairs and their lines. Okay, so Flyers with the puck. They roll a 6. It's a zoom, so it's a one-on-one matchup between 1 and 5. So 1 on the offense and 5 on the defense. It's Barber and Letang. On what quality? On star. Barber has it. Letang has it. The team with momentum wins a tie. So we're going to have a play opportunity for Philadelphia. They roll an 11. It's a 1-3-5. So on a 1-3-5, Barber to Clark to DuPont. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And DuPont's shot rating cuts it in half. He has a scissors rating. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, cut in half, takes it down to 2 because you round down. So DuPont's shot can only possibly get in the net on a 2. Does not get it. It's a save, door slammed shut, kicked out to D4, who clears the puck. So Orpik clears the puck, and we're going to have another line change, and Pittsburgh has possession of the puck. And momentum now goes away. One of the rules of the game that I follow is if a power play team fails to score in the power play, they lose their momentum, and they didn't really have a reason to have momentum right now anyway. So no momentum going on right now. The power play is over. By the way, in that last minute, I didn't show which player was not on the ice. It would have been Mullen, who didn't come into play, I don't believe. So I'm just making a note of that in case anybody caught that I didn't designate who was off the ice for the power play. So missed shot and line change. Okay, Pittsburgh with the puck. Just flip the chart back to normal minutes. The penalty's been killed. And they roll a 3, which is a play. Team with the most triangles generates a scoring chance. Let's see, Pittsburgh 1, 2, 3, 4 for Philadelphia's 1, 2. So Pittsburgh's going to get a shot or a play opportunity. They roll a 9, which is a 4-2 choice. So we're going to say Murphy, Stevens, and Crosby, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're looking for a 1 to 4 on the black die. We do not get it. It's a 9. Goalie absorbs shot with body, drops puck in corner for new line. So Philadelphia is going to get the puck back. We mark off that we missed the shot. And we move on to the 12th minute of play with a line change. All right, Flyers possess the puck. 6, it's a zoom. It's another close-up one-on-one. This time offensive 2, defensive 4 on the star quality. Star, no star. So Philadelphia creates a scoring chance. It's an 8-2-1-3. Brindamore has taken the shot with this assist by McLeish and Leclerc. So 1, 2, 3. We're looking for a 1, 2, or 3 on the block die. Did not get it. It's a save. Stick save made. Goalie drops puck behind net for new line. So Philadelphia misses a shot in the 12th minute, or 13th minute. And Pittsburgh's going to get the ball. Pittsburgh's going to control the puck after a line change. All right. Penguins with the puck. Ice blast. So this time we're going to check the ratings of everybody on the ice for a particular quality. And this time it is the hit quality. And this is also going to give one of the teams momentum. 1, 2 for Pittsburgh. 1, 2 for Philadelphia. And we're going to go ahead and give the home team the tiebreaker on this one. So so first of all, on hit quality checks, whether it's a zoom or ice blast result, the winning team gains momentum. So it's going to be momentum for Philadelphia. And then second, they were on defense, but they won this this check. So because of that, they stop Pittsburgh from taking a shot, and they will now control the puck for the next minute. So we mark no shot for Pittsburgh. We take the possession of the puck, give it back to Philadelphia, and we have another line change. Okay, Philadelphia's top line is back out on the ice. They roll a 5, which is a penalty event, and see what happens. We roll an 8, we check the penalty chart, which is saying it's Bill Barber, possible penalty on Bill Barber. His opposite over here is Kasperitis, who does have a higher penalty rating. So this will be another possible penalty on Kasperitis. We roll the dice. We get a 3. 3 says bench minor, disregard indicated player, choice may serve. So it's a 2-minute minor on the bench. So the Flyers will have another power play for minutes 16 and 17. They still have momentum. They will now have a face-off, and we'll get to pick after we cycle the lines who is sitting out for Pittsburgh. So let's get ready for the face-off. Okay, so Kevin Stevens won't be skating, so our penalty kill line for Pittsburgh is Carlisle, Samuelson, Crosby, and Malkin. Let's roll the dice and see what happens on the face-off under penalty minutes, or power minutes. 7, face-off won by high face-off player. If the defense has if the shorthanded team has 2 circles, they kill the power play, 2 lull minutes, so basically kill the power play. Unfortunately, Crosby has 1, but that's it. He does not have, there is no second circle on the ice, so the high face-off player wins, which is going to be Lindros. So Flyers take control of the puck. They roll on the power minutes chart. They get a spectacular save result. So here we go. Choice offensive player launches a shot. Goalie must make a spectacular save. So it doesn't matter who. We're just going to say Lindros takes the shot. But we don't care about his rating. It's on. And the goalie has to make a spectacular save. You can't see it in the camera, but there's a special chart for spectacular saves right here. So I will just read the result, let you know what happens. 6. Does the goalie have 3-star or better spectacular save rating? Barrasso does have the 3 stars. Goalie grabs puck, makes save. So, Lindros puts the shot on net, but there is a spectacular save made by Barrasso, and that's it for that first minute of the power play. The puck is frozen, change lines, advance time, conduct face-off. So we're going to have a face-off, and we are going to change the lines. Okay, we are ready for our second minute of the power play. And face-off 6. Shorthanded team wins face-off. Pittsburgh gets the face-off. They roll on the table. They get a power play. Man advantage team creates scoring chance. Roll again on play chart. So even though Pittsburgh controlled the puck, Philadelphia gets it right back because of that roll. And we roll on the play chart. We get a 7, secondary play. Another 7, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. Assist 1, assist 2, and 5 is a half. So it's only a 1. So only a chance to score on a black 1. They do not get it. It's a save. Stone cold. Scramble for puck in front of goal. D5 clears it. Letang clears it. Change lines, advance clock, goalie's team begins new possession. So the power play has been killed. Philadelphia is going to lose their momentum for not scoring on a power play. Pittsburgh has the puck as Barrasso clears it for the 18th minute. Okay, Pittsburgh with the puck on normal minutes. Rolls a lull. So there you go, the final 3 minutes of the period. Nothing interesting happens. We just have a lull, and the period ends. Penguins 1, Flyers nothing. Okay, so there you go. That's how the game plays out of the box. We saw normal minutes, we saw penalty minutes, we saw some checks on the penalty chart, spectacular save, lots of different stuff. So that should give you a great idea of how it plays. I did fast forward through the line changes after a while just to speed up the video. But yeah, so now we're going to move on to the second period and a little bit different way to show the lines on the table. All right, so we are back for the second period, and you can see that the table looks a bit different now. This is the game played in what's referred to as a matrix board style, where you have all the lines laid out, 1, 2, 3, 4, and defensive pairs 1, 2, 3 on the board for the visitors and the home team. You still have the numbers indicating what position they're in. They're just no longer across from each other on the board. You have to do some finding the players side by side, but it does make it easier as you no longer have to shuffle through the cards for each line change. You simply move the pawns that indicate what offensive line and what defensive pair are on the ice at any given time. So this is a method that a number of folks enjoy, and so I thought I'd play the second period in this style. So here we go. You should be able to see how the chart is used as we go along. So let's go ahead and start the face-off. The Penguins are up 1-0. Visitor wins the face-off and immediate play. So possession goes to the Penguins. They get an immediate play. You roll on the play chart. You get a 7. That's a secondary play. You roll again, and you get an 8, which is a 2-1-5. So again, I use the same method just as it's good for the video too. So 2, 1, 5. So assist equals 3. The shot rating is 0. So again, black die needs to be a 3 to be on net. It is, but the white die is within Bernie Perron's save range, so it is a save. And you read 4, and ping off the post. Scramble in front. If there's a square on defense, defense controls the puck, and they, after a line change, they advance. They do have that square, so we're going to say Missed shot for Pittsburgh. And now we do have to have a line change, but I won't need to fast forward the film because the process for the line change now is simply this. To indicate which lines are on the ice, and Flyers have the puck, and we roll on the normal minutes chart again, and we say 9 momentum. So we're going to check hit to see who gets momentum. The hit ratings for these players: 1, 2 for the Flyers, 1, 2 for the visiting Penguins. So the Flyers are going to get that momentum marker, retain possession of the puck, and we are going to roll again. They get a 4, which is an odd man rush. We're going to isolate one skater with a die roll, and it happens to be D4. So D4, the team that's on the defense, which is Pittsburgh, 4th spot right here, is Ulf Samuelsson, and we're checking to see if he has a square since he's on defense. He does, so he makes a defensive play. There's no shot, and we have a change of possession and line change. So no shot for Philadelphia that minute. We have a possession change, and we have line changes. Pittsburgh with the ball. I did it again. Pittsburgh controlling the puck. Sorry, I've been playing a lot of football. 7, we have a lull. So nothing happened for the next 3 minutes. Lull, lull, lull. Same lines are going to remain on the ice, and that also kills the momentum. So we're having a face-off. We get a 10. High face-off player wins the face-off. So here you have to check. Brind'Amour's a 60. Francis is a 59. So Flyers win the face-off. They roll on the normal minutes chart. It's a zoom. It's a one-on-one player matchup between 5 and 1. Again, this is where these chips come into play. So offense 5 is DuPont. Defense 1 is Neal. And we're going to be checking on what quality. A 5, which is smart. DuPont has it, so does Neal. But in this case, it's a tie. Neither team has momentum, so you go to the home team, which means the Flyers get themselves a scoring opportunity. So you can see how with ties going to the team with momentum and then to the home team if there's no momentum plays into the whole idea of home ice advantage. So Philadelphia gets to roll on the play chart. They roll a 9, which is a 4, a 2, and a choice. So Watson to prop to LeClaire. Something I didn't even mention earlier, when you're setting up your lines, this is a tip for the new players. You want your best goal scorer in the number 1 spot, typically in your line. You want an assist guy in the 2 spot. Obviously, you're going to have a center in the 3 spot. And then on defense, in terms of offensive capabilities of the defensive pairs, the person in the number 5 slot is going to actually take the least shots. So if you've got some better offense in your defensive pairing, make sure you put him in the number 4 spot. Anyway, so what do we got here? Assist 0, assist 1, and shot 2. So they're looking at a total of 3. They get it, and it's outside of Barrasso's save range, so that is going to be a possible score. We check 8 on the goal chart. It's a one-timer. He scores. So LeClaire ties the game up. First goal for the Flyers. And it's a 1-1 tie. So we'll have another face-off. We'll change the lines. And we have a tie game. Face-off, 5. Visitor wins the face-off. Immediate play. So Pittsburgh with the puck. By the way, Flyers now have momentum because of that goal that they just scored. Immediate play for Pittsburgh, though. Can they come right back and take the lead in the next minute? They roll a 5, which is 3-1 choice. So 3-1 choice. So this is where, now notice this is the defensive pair that's in, these two, and this is my line that's in. So that's the one time when this grid system kind of gets a little bit wonky, and you have to pay attention to what you're doing. So what did we roll? We rolled a 5. 3-1 choice. So 3, 1, and that's easy. The choice is going to be Pronovost. So 3, 1 assist, and 1 shot. So that's a value of 3. We need a 3 or less in the black die. We don't get it. 10 is going to be a save, snared with the glove hand. And the Flyers are going to take control of the puck. Let me just mark the missed shot. Flyers take control of the puck, cycle the lines, and roll. 11, it's a play. If the defense have 2 square symbols and they prevent the offense from making a play. They have one, they do. Their defensive line stops it. So, no shot, change of lines, and advanced clock. So, Flyers didn't even get a shot off. Change of possession to Pittsburgh, advance the lines, and roll. So Pittsburgh has a Zoom result, 1-on-1 matchup, 4-2. Offense 4, which is Orpik, and defense 2, which is Recchi, sorry. And they are checking on the smart skill. Recchi does have it, Orpik does have it. It's a tie. Tie goes to the team with momentum, so no shot for Pittsburgh. Puck goes back to Philadelphia. And we have a line change. Philadelphia rolls on the chart. They roll an Ice Blast. So we're going to check both teams for what? We're going to check them both for speed. Pittsburgh, 1, 2. That's it. Philadelphia, 1, 2. It's a tie. Tie goes to the team with momentum. Philadelphia gets to go to the play chart. They roll a 4, which is 1, 3, 4. So, 1, 3, and 4. So Howe's taking the shot. The assist, 1, 2, and the shot, 3, because of the momentum. They don't get it. They roll a 7. Smothered it. Goalie freezes puck, changes lines, advance the clock, face off. So we're going to have a face off. Philadelphia missed the shot. Let me note that. And advance the lines. Wow. Face off is a 9. Home team wins the face off, gets immediate play. Philadelphia wins the face off at immediate play. It's a 6. It's a 3, 2, 1. So 3, 2, sorry, my bad. 3, 2, 1. Which is 0. 1 plus 2 is 3. Oh, it's on, and it's above Barrasso's save rating, so it's a possible goal. Cranks it, yes, goal! Leach puts the Flyers up 2-1. All right. Philadelphia taking advantage of that momentum, and the 4th line putting it in the goal. Face-off, 2-1, Philadelphia halfway through the second period. It's a 4, high face-off player wins a face-off. That is Bobby Clark. Philadelphia rolls on the play chart, or on the normal minutes chart. They roll a lull. So that does kill the momentum. Takes 3 minutes off the clock. We head into the 15th minute. No line change after a lull. We do have another face-off. And it's another lull. So we are now down to the last 3 minutes of the period. And they roll. Home team wins the face-off, gets an immediate play. Philadelphia looking to add to their lead. They roll a 4, which is 1, 3, 4. 1, 3, and 4. Watson's going to be taking the shot. So a 1 assist of 1 plus 2 is 3, but his scissors knocks that shot down in half. So they need to roll a 1. They don't get it. It's 4. Goalie save chart says ping off the post, scramble in front. If there's a square on defense, which there is, they take control of the puck. No rebound for the offense. So Pittsburgh will take possession. It's a missed shot for Philadelphia in that minute. Cycle the lines. And Pittsburgh in the 19th. Whoops. 2 minutes left. Pittsburgh rolls. They roll a 9, which is momentum. Neither team has momentum at the moment, so we're going to do a hit check. Pittsburgh, 1, 2. Philadelphia, 1, 2, 3. Philadelphia gets the puck, gets momentum. We re-roll in the same minute. It's a 10. Turnover, if any defender has the square symbol, which they do, it's an immediate change of possession. No line change, no timing advance, so you just do this, so that's it. Now we keep rolling. We get a 6. It's a zoom on 5 and 1. So offense 5, which is Carlisle, and defense 1, which is Kerr. And what are we checking here? We're checking on the hit quality. Carlisle has it, so does Kerr. Kerr's got the momentum on his side, though, so that's going to be the end of that minute with the Flyers taking possession. No shot for Pittsburgh. So in the final minute, we'll do one more line change. Philadelphia with the puck. They roll. They get an 11, which is a play, unless the defense has 2 squares. 1, 2, they do. So the defense snuffs out the possible play for Philadelphia. No shot in the last minute for Philadelphia. And that is the end of the second period. So we now have a 2-1 score, with the Flyers scoring 2 goals in the second period. I hope that you see as more busy the table has become, the gameplay got a lot more quicker. It was just easier for me to keep the flow of the game going. And so that's again why some people prefer this grid method. Now, as we move on to the third period, we're going to look at a hybrid that's already been highlighted on Steve Towers' After Further Review channel. But since I like it, I'm going to go ahead and use it for the third period. All right, so those of you who have already watched After Further Review with Steve Tower and his video on Hockey Blast, you've seen this method already. It's very clever. You take business card holders, you buy the sheets of business cards from a store like Staples, you separate them between, so you have 3 on one side, 2 on the other, just cut them, and you can stick your cards in there and keep your pairs together that way, and keep your lines together that way. And what I did, I went an additional step of trimming them all to 3 inches tall and putting a little bit of a cardboard backer in each one so they're a little bit more firm as you're flipping through the lines. Then, because I liked my large rink, and because these take up and go off the edge of the card a bit, and you really can't see much of the card, though you do still see the numbers, which is great, I went ahead and upgraded this a little bit as well. So this may be my my most favorite layout yet. If you've been following my thread on the Delphi forums, you've seen this faux 3D hockey rink that I've created for the grid format. Well, I did it for this business card format too, it's a representation of Play.com Arena with all the different play stable of games on advertisements around the boards, and I've played one game in this format, and I do like it. I think I may even like this a little bit better than my grid format. But let's go ahead and play through the third period. I'll let you guys be the judge of which method you prefer. Doing it this way does take a bit of work. It takes some arts and crafts time to put these holders together. But whereas the grid format, you just print out the board. Heck, you don't even need a board. You can just lay out the cards in a grid and use markers to track which lines are on the ice. So it's really a personal preference. But let's go ahead and play the third period and wrap up the video. All right, we are ready for the beginning of the third period. Flyers up 2-1. Let's have our face-off. Home team wins the face-off, gets immediate play. Possession marker down here for the home team. Heading down this way against Tom Barrasso. The roll is a 9. It's 4-2 choice. 5-4-2, and Bobby Clark will, oh no, Bill Barber's going to take the shot. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a good opportunity for Philadelphia. Ooh, but they miss. It's a 9. Goalie absorbs shot with body, drops puck in corner for new line. So let's check out how the line changes work with this new this layout. So possession now goes to the visiting team, and it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you can see that's a lot, it's not as quick as the grid method, but it's certainly a lot quicker than shuffling the stacks. They don't get, it's not hard to pick up the protectors, and you keep the nice alignment of the players on the ice. So it's pretty cool. So Pittsburgh with the puck, zoom close up of 5 and 1. And again, this is where on these zoom results, it's easier. 5 offense, 1 defense. It's easier to visualize that on the board. And what are we checking on? We're checking on smart. Only the Flyers have that. Letang doesn't have the smart quality, so possession now goes back. Whoops, sorry for bumping the camera. Possession now goes back to Philadelphia, and nothing happens for that minute. So I forgot to go on my score sheet. We're going to go ahead and mark that Philadelphia missed a shot, and Pittsburgh did not take any shots. They lost control of the puck on a zoom result. So new minute, new lines. And I'm also going to start using the line skip and double shift optional rules this period, just so folks can see how that works as well. So Philadelphia with the puck, they roll a lull. So that's going to be it for the next 3 minutes. Face off, same lines. And it's a 6. Visitor wins face off. Pittsburgh gets the puck. 10. Turnover if any defender has square symbols. Yes, they do. Turnovers created, change of possession, and no line change, no timing advance. So it's just change of possession. We're still in the same minute. We rolled a 9. Momentum. Who's got the most hits? 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, so Philadelphia now is going to go ahead and get that momentum marker. They retain possession. Roll a 7. That is a lull, and they lose their momentum. All right, so this third period is uneventful so far. Let's go ahead and have a face-off. 10. High face-off player wins face-off. Brind'Amour's a 60. Francis is a 59. Flyers get control. 10. Turnover if defenders have it. Yes, they do. Pittsburgh's got it. Oh, and I'm sorry, he was double 5. So I apologize if I missed that on a previous roll, but on double 5s, they also get an immediate breakaway. So, boy, I don't know if I've seen that. I'd like to think the fact that I caught it means if I had seen it before, I would have caught it too. But anyway, double 5s, breakaway for Pittsburgh. That's okay, they needed some help anyway. Immediate play. It's a roll of 7, which takes you to the secondary play chart. Takes you to 2, which is 5-4-2. So Kasperitis, Orpik, Kehoe. So a half, a second half, and a 1. So they have no chance of making the goal because a half of 1 takes you down to 0, and half of that is 0 again. No chance of making the goal, so let's just hope for a rebound for Pittsburgh. It's an 8 on the save chart. Says stick save made, goalie drops puck behind net for new line. So this is going to be a missed shot for Pittsburgh. Philadelphia takes possession. We change the lines, and here's what we're going to do. Let me just show you. Let me just change the lines first, and then what we've got is the defensive pairing. Defensive pair 1s are out on the ice, but we're getting towards halfway through the period, and opportunities are dwindling. So each team is going to use their line skip option. And you'll see on the score sheet that I actually have boxes up at the top to track those line skips. 2 for the visiting team, 2 for the home team. So I'm going to go ahead and check off 1 for each. Both teams are going to decide to skip their 4th lines and go right to their 1st lines. This is something that comes in handy, you know, when you need to get your power play unit onto the ice or power kill line onto the ice, etc. And it's sort of like within that optional rule. So now it's like all the first lines are out there. Philadelphia has control after that missed shot by Pittsburgh. They roll a zoom, so it's a 5 for the offense, 1 for the defense. So it's Daly against Yager on the smart quality, smart here, smart here. Nobody has momentum right now, but the home team will win the tie. So the home team gets themselves a scoring opportunity. They roll a 5. On the play chart is 3-1 choice. So they're going to go. This is going to be tough to stop for Barrasso. 3 is Clark, 1 is Barber, and we'll have Tocchet take the shot. So 3, 1, that equals 4, plus 1 is 5. So black 5 or lower, the shot's on. It is, and 5 is outside of Barrasso's save range. 9 on the goal chart says, cranks it, yes, goal. Tocchet puts the Flyers up 3-1. Gives the Flyers momentum. And we change lines for a face-off. I'm going to go ahead and double shift the Penguins. I'm going to use their 1 double shift opportunity. They're going to keep their first line out there on the ice. And Philadelphia is going to go ahead and do their line change. Here comes the face-off. It's a 4. High face-off player wins the face-off. They're both a 58. They've got momentum. They win the face-off. Philadelphia looking to do more damage. Gets a zoom result. It's offense 2, defense 4. And the skill we're checking, or the quality we're checking, is power. Only Murphy has it. So Pittsburgh takes control. So no shots on goal for the Flyers. Pittsburgh takes control of the puck. And we have a line change. Penguins roll a 3. If a team with the most triangles generates an offensive scoring chance, 1-2 for Crosby and a 3rd for Malkin, and that is going to be a scoring chance because only 1 for the Flyers. So it's going to be a scoring chance for Pittsburgh. 12 is 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and have that. So it's only a 1 possibility. They don't get it. It's an 8. Stick save made. Goalie drops puck behind net for new line. So missed shot for Pittsburgh. And we are going to go ahead and advance the lines. All right, Philadelphia with the puck, rolls a 6, zoom, 3-3. It's the centers, Poulin and Francis on what skill? 3, which is star. Ron Francis has it, Poulin doesn't, so that is going to be no action for the Flyers that minute. Possession goes back to Pittsburgh. Another line change. And Pittsburgh is going to use its last line skip to get back to the first line. Mark that down. And Philadelphia's already there. They don't need to do anything with that. Pittsburgh rolls. 5, it's penalty event. Could use a penalty on the Flyers. The roll is an 11. That checks 04. That's Larry Murphy, who's got a penalty rating of 1. His opposite player is Tocchet, who has a penalty rating of 2.5. It's going to be a penalty possibly on Rick Tocchet. Bench minor, disregard indicated, player choice may serve. So it's a 2-minute minor on Philadelphia. So Pittsburgh gets a much-needed power play. They will get the momentum. And they've already used their double shift, so second line's going to have to come on. That's okay. Well, it's not okay. It's not terrible, but... All right, the lines are ready for this face-off. It's a 3 on the penalty minutes chart. Waved off, new face-off, new players. Man advantage team wins face-off. That would be Pittsburgh. All right, see what we got. An 8, an Ice Blast. So we're going to be checking both teams. And by the way, which team for Philadelphia? Let's see, which player for Philadelphia is not on the ice right now? Watson's not on the ice. So we're checking on we're checking on skill. 1, 2, 3 for Philadelphia. 1, 2, 3, 4 for Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh has just got themselves a scoring opportunity. 11, 1, 3, 5. 1, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's it. Just 5. So Letang for the 5 makes it, but it's within Bernie Perron's save range. So it's a 7 on the save chart. Huge save. Goalie freezes puck, change lines, advance time, face off. So they missed. They didn't take advantage of the first power play minute. And we'll advance the lines. And face off. And let's see, the player that's not on the ice for Philadelphia, this minute is going to be Mark Howe. Again, I'm looking at the symbols. The squares, circles are most important, but nobody has them. So, actually, you know what? He's got the. I like to have the squares, but we already have one. Now we could need 2 squares. It's always good to have 2 squares. So Mark Howe will be off the ice. They roll a 3 on the face-off. Waved off. New face-off. New players. 10, man advantage team wins face-off. Pittsburgh gets the puck again. And it's a 4, odd man rush. Isolate skater with dice roll. Let's see what skater we're isolating. We're isolating offensive 1. So James Neal is the isolated skater. If he has a triangle, he creates a scoring chance. He does. So scoring chance for the Penguins, we're going to roll on the play chart. We get a 2, which is 2, 3, 5. 2, 3, 5. And we get 1, 2, 3. Half of that is a 1. Kasparaitis, not a good shot taker. And he doesn't get it. 7, huge save. Goalie freezes puck, change lines, advance time, face off. So nothing on the power play for Pittsburgh, a wasted opportunity. Momentum goes away. And the penalty chip goes away as well. Let's change lines. Time is running out for Pittsburgh to get back into the series. They're going to be down 3-0 if they can't make a spectacular comeback here in short order. There's only 4 minutes left in the game. And Philadelphia is going to go ahead and use their last line skip. Face-off on normal minutes is a 4. High face-off player wins the face-off. That is going to be Bobby Clark. Rolls a 6. It's a zoom on 2 and 4. Rick Tocchet, Larry Murphy. The skill we're looking for is star. Larry Murphy has it, so change of possession. Back to Pittsburgh. Nothing doing for Philadelphia that possession. 3 minutes left. And it's a 7, which is a lull. So with interesting timing, there's no lulls allowed in the final 3 minutes of the game. So we're going to read this as a momentum check instead. And we're going to check to see who earns momentum. 1 hit versus 1. Okay, Philadelphia is going to get the momentum. They get the puck. They get to roll. They get a 3. It's a play. Team with the most triangles generates a scoring chance. Philadelphia has 1, 2. Pittsburgh 1, 2, 3. So Pittsburgh actually generates an offensive scoring chance. So take that, and then we get an 8, 2, 1, 3. Lemieux has taken the shot with Yager and Mullen assisting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Lemieux's shot is going to be on. The only question is, watch that white die. If the white die is a 4, 5, or 6, the goal is possibly made. And it's not. It's saved by Bernie Parent on a 5. Goalie stacks the pads. Puck deflected out to the circle. 0-2 gets the rebound and shoots. Okay, so now Joe Mullen gets the rebound, and it's going to be a 1 to 3 is on goal. It is, and but Parent has a 4 shot save or rebound save rating. So again, it is saved. Goalie kicks it wide. The puck is loose. 0-1 gets the rebound and shoots. So a 3rd shot for Yager. It's 2 plus a bonus of 2. This is the 2nd rebound. So the black die just needs to be a 1, 2, 3, or 4. It is not. It's 11 is the total. Goalie knocks it down, makes pass through the seam. Breakaway play. Breakaway now for Philadelphia in the same minute. It's a 6, so it's going to be 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. A chance for Tim Kerr. 1, 2, 3, 4, because they have momentum. 5, 6, 7. Okay. So it's up to Barrasso to save the shot. He needs a 1, 2, or 3 on the white die to save it. He does. The result is 4. Ping off the post, scramble in front. A square on defense controls the puck. They have it. They do. Wow. So they stop that shot. So 3 shots on goal in that very exciting minute, but no scores. Pittsburgh with the puck. 2 minutes to go. What the heck? Let's go ahead and pull the goalie at this point. So let's change the lines up. And Barrasso is going to skate off the ice. And instead, we're going to have... the way this works in the rules is you would take your stack, either the number 1 stack or the number 2 stack, and you would split it, so you'd always have one of these as an extra attacker. And if that position gets called, you'll use all of the stars from both players. So I'm just going to stick the player from this position from the line underneath out over here as another 1. So I have two attackers in the number 1 position for Pittsburgh. And we flip the page to empty net minutes. And Pittsburgh does have control, so this is not off of a face-off. This was after the missed shot. 10. Turnover, offense team, man advantage or shorthanded, loses possession of the puck. No line change, no time advance, no double five, so no breakaway. So Philadelphia has it during empty net minutes. This is not a good thing. That's not what we wanted. 9 is play whichever team has the most triangles among players on the ice. Creates an offensive scoring chance. Philadelphia 1, 2, 3. Pittsburgh 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so good thing that we had an extra skater out there. I am a Pittsburgh fan. Pittsburgh gets a chance now for a scoring chance. Rolls a 3. And the result is 4, 2, 3. 4, 2, 3. Unfortunately, we do not get to take advantage of the stars for that extra skater. Instead, it's just a halve of 1, which is 0, and 3 is... so the total is 3 stars, and have that, you get a 1. 1.5 rounded down to 1. So Crosby will take a shot, but needs a 1 on the black die. Doesn't get it. The empty net... the goalie save chart says goalie stacks the pads, back to the circle, 0-2. Oh, goalie stacks the pads. Back to the circle, 0-2 gets it, and he shoots. So, Kevin Stevens gets a chance now on the rebound, and he'll need a 1 or a 2. Doesn't get it. Door slammed shut, kicked out to D4, who clears the puck. Puck control cleared, change lines, advance clock, man advantage team begins new possession. Boy, they had their chance. They had their chance. This is going to be the last minute of the game. The net is still empty. Just mark that missed shot. We go into the last minute. And in this case, we're going to have Straka helping out here as the extra skater. And let's see. They don't have any lines. They don't have any skips left either. They're just going to finish the game with the 4th line on the ice. Philadelphia in the last minute rolls the dice on the empty net minutes chart, gets a zoom. We're looking at 2 and 4. McLeish and Murphy on the 3 on the star check. McLeish has it. So does Murphy. Unfortunately, Philadelphia has the momentum, and they also get to create a play opportunity now. Yeah, okay. So it's a 7 secondary play. 9, 5-1-4. Can they score the empty net goal? 5-1-4. 1, 2. That's it. It's an 8 on the miss chart. Swarm of defenders. Puck glances into corner. Puck controlled. Change lines. Advance clock. Okay, so ends up being a miss, but it doesn't matter. The game is over. That's how the game ends. Very anticlimactic, but that's okay. One more scored by Philadelphia in the final period to make the final score. Philadelphia all-time team 3, Pittsburgh all-time team 1. All right, guys, I'll be right back with final thoughts. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed my look at Hockey Blast by Play.com. It's a really good hockey game. I'm not a huge hockey aficionado. I just really like sports games in general. Baseball, football, hockey, golf, racing, you name it. If it can be simulated on the tabletop and it can be played solo, played solitaire, I love it. This is a game that would play great head-to-head as well. There are strategy cards that come with the game, so when you're playing head-to-head, you can use these cards to force the action, maybe in the way you want it to go. You instigate fights. There's a dump and chase card, a momentum card to influence momentum, cheap shot, force a play opportunity. Lots of different things you can do, when you're playing with a buddy. The game offers lots of seasons for sale. What you were looking at me playing today were 2 teams from the all-time great set, and it really doesn't look like Pittsburgh stands a chance against Philadelphia. I'm gonna have to just finish this series out. What's cool is when you play the game and you see the matchups, you can tell pretty much how the teams stack up. It's pretty clear. Without a lot of information on the card, you get a really good feel for the makeup of the teams. The components, I think you saw them. The cards, are pretty small, but they stand up well to lots of use. The playbook, very sturdy and works great. As always, Keith is a great publisher in that he's always available to answer questions, answer emails. I had a few that came up while I was playing the past week, and he was quick to answer those, so great support from the company. And just another great tabletop sports simulation from play.com. If you have any questions about the gameplay, maybe I messed something up, please point out any errors. Leave me comments down below. Questions, errors I made, questions about the arts and crafts that I like to do for the games that I play. The boards, those are done in Adobe InDesign. The card holders I got, these are just business card holders from Staples, cut to 3 inches, and these are just simple printouts on label paper that I just peeled off and slapped right on here, so nothing too fancy there. I'll also put links down below to the boards that you saw, the custom boards that you saw in this video today, in case you missed the last video I posted. The links are there too, but I'll put them down below in this video so you have them there as well. So I think that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I do recommend it. It's a good game. It's great for solitaire play. I really like solitaire sports games, so that's kind of in my wheelhouse, so I was predisposed to like it. Anyway, the way I like to play these games is sort of King of the Hill format. I'll get a set and I'll play with it for a while and just play one-off games and in a King of the Hill format. So there's always a current champion, and right now on this all-time great set, it's the Flyers for sure. So we'll bring some other teams into the mix and see if they can knock them off the hill. So until next time, please check out the other videos I've got here on the channel. If you haven't been here before, please subscribe to get notified of new content as soon as it's available. Check out my Facebook page, and hope you guys have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.